What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you see by the title, this car almost done, bro. Almost freaking done. It's been slow, but honestly, this is like the one thing I've been kind of taking my time with. Got a few more things to do, but today's video, I wanted to go over all the things I've done. Thought it would be pretty cool and kind of cool to motivate me. We'll start with the hood. Also, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Without further ado, we are going to go from this side to that side. Every single thing I've done to the car, we're going to go over it real quick. Probably not real quick, but yeah. I just kind of wanted to make this to motivate me to get going. A few more things, as you can see. But yeah, let's get right into it. First things first. Let me put this down. Yeah. This was started about a year ago. June 24, 2024. I was like, let me start writing stuff down. I think maybe that was the last time I edited it. I'm not too sure. But yeah, first things first. M3 style side skirts. These are from eBay. Same with that lip right there. Kind of messed up on the lip. We cut this part off because it wasn't really getting over. So I may be buying another lip to retry that, but I don't know. It kind of looks good. It's just that one angle kind of bothers me that you can like see like, you know, right there. But anyways, M3 style side skirts. My problem with these is there's a clip on the end that I cannot really find. Might go to a junkyard for an M3 if I could ever find one there, and then see if the clips are different on there and grab them. Other than that, they are unpainted. Same thing with that. What else? 5% ceramic tint. So this was done about 3 years ago. Pretty good shape still. 5% all the way around ceramic. 35 on the front. Everywhere else is going to be 5. So there's the tint specs right there. Next on the list, white headlight corners. Nothing much to say about those. Those are rare E46 parts. Pretty cool. And then white side markers. These are really cool. I might be taking these bulbs out because they're just so bright. Honestly, I think it's too much of a distraction on the road, and I feel like it might cause some accidents. So these are updated headlights. When I first got the car, I got different headlights. Like I got new ones because they weren't working. I switched back to the eagle eye look. I don't know if y'all can tell, but sometimes there's headlights that kind of look skinnier, more like alienish looking. But these are just like kind of classic bulgy, you know. So next is the Euro style taillights. Just put clears on the Honda, so I might be switching to clears on the E46. But I'm honestly just more focused on getting this thing ready. It is a 2001. It will be a classic at the end of the year, you know. About to be 2026. So I kind of want to I just want to drive the thing, bro. It's been way too long. I haven't washed it in a minute, but I've just done so much. So I wanted to get the dual bulb assembly, but that's another thing. I'm just gonna wait until I'll get into it later. But I kind of want to take this to the shop for one of the things that it's just too much to deal with because I want other projects and stuff. Style 68 wheels. 2 of them from a Facebook and then 2 of them from a junkyard for 160. And I paid 60 for 2, 160 for the other 2. Pretty cool deal on these. Now, I do think that there's 2 different shades of Style 68s on these. If you don't know, there is 2 different ones. One's like a brighter, one's like a more dull one, I think. Kind of hard to tell from them, at least. So rear bumper eBay lip, I already got that. like 100 and something on eBay. Want to do the dual tip. Whenever I get this thing on the road, I'll just do like some dual chrome or whatever. What else? Okay, so MTEC 2 front bumper plus lip soon. Gonna get those from NorCal Dynamics. I think that's at least the bumper. Gonna do MTEC 2 bumper. What else? Sorry, I don't want to miss anything. Need a new hood, obviously, as you can see. Story behind this. Hood flew up on me twice while I was test driving. It's one of those things that was just really stupid. I needed a new one of these. And, I also replaced this piece, but right now it's kind of messed up. Because I took my car all apart. We'll get into that. The interior is all kind of messed up. Why don't we just open these up? Next thing on the list. Need to do taillight wiring. I already did that the other day. So we're kind of ahead on that. Alright, here's where it gets a little crazy, but need a new GM5 module. I redid all the fuses the other day. I had to get some like better ones because the Amazon ones were too cheap. But get you some nice fuses. Got some trash in there. Let's just keep her open. Oh yeah. I also got this, but it doesn't work because some BMWs are annoying and they have the trunk in the radio, and mine was causing a parasitic battery drain along with the instrument cluster, GM5 module, and my alternator because I left my alternator out a few years ago in the back patio. So before I start fixing this thing up, I just wanted to go through all the stuff that I have done and what I need to do. So I did the trunk wiring already. I'll show you all that. Let's go this one now. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, guys. I'm not gonna sell it, but I've just been fighting with this car for a while because I'm not a mechanic by any means, but I for sure have learned a lot. But let's get back into it. I had this whole thing pulled out. It goes all the way down here. And it plugs in like this, normal stuff. I have to make sure my license plate lights light up because there's one thing I couldn't get plugged in, and it was this one right here. So other than that, I got the trunk wiring back in because I was gonna do the dual where it lights up here too on the brake light. But I think I'm gonna have a shop do that. And then while they're at it, well, it's more like I'm gonna have them do full black interior. And then while they're at it, I want to see if they can do the dual LCI wiring, whatever. And then probably gonna do clear tail lights to match the Honda Civic. Video coming on that soon. I haven't done a whole lot, but it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. I got some plans for it. Let's go back to what's next. Engine bay. So I've got O2 sensors done. Another crazy story behind these. I was smacking them. Couldn't get one of them out. That thing just looks like it was. Anyway, e46 things. Spark plugs. Those are done. Forgot the brand, but spark plugs, coils are done. Going to be needing to do the Vanos, so we're going to be taking off the whole valve cover and stuff. And then probably going to be taking literally just everything apart right here in the front. This I think I can move out the way. I don't know, bro. I might just take off one more tear apart. Let's just keep going down the list. Hood props, got those. Pretty cool if you haven't had those on your E46. Used to hold this up with an old skateboard of mine. Kind of cool, but hood latch. Yep, that's the hood latch. Right there, guys. Belts are done. New belts, new fuel pump, power steering reservoir. So that is new. Crankshaft position sensors. Okay. So there's two crankshaft and one camshaft, or two camshaft and one crankshaft. Or is it one of each? No, 2 camshaft, 1 crankshaft. Anyway, I also did the oil pressure sensor. I've done the oil temp sensor. I've replaced the starter. Replaced the coolant temp sensor under the manifold. It's sitting over there. If you don't know, fuel filter that's under the car on that side. Pretty sure. One of the lines on the M50 manifold swap. Pretty sure it goes to one of those. To the fuel filter. Oil level sensor that'll be at the bottom near the drain for oil. Got Hella on that. Preferred to go with Hella for that. So valve cover gasket, that's done. And I don't know if you need Hella, but it's just a better product, I guess, is what I've heard whenever I was looking into it. Let me get y'all a better angle. What else? We have secondary air pump delete cover. Let me go over that. Y'all know the drill. It's just right here. Usually there's something right here, but I deleted it because this was going to be a drift build, guys, but decided not to. Don't really want to anymore. But yeah, let's see. Coolant, CSF radiator. Hard to see it, but it's an upsized radiator. Gives you 20% more cooling. Pretty cool. It fits just fine. Might have to shove it a little bit, but it's good. So, if you can see, probably not, but right here, there's a black hose that goes along for the coolant. And then it, like, comes this way or something. I did those, so those were annoying. That was like... Guys, I've pulled this manifold off probably about 10 times, back and forth, just finding different stuff that was wrong with the car. And I don't think I'm going to need to pull it off to do the alternator, vanos, and the AC condenser. Because those are the last few things. I'll get into that. But yeah. Done the water pump, thermostat, power steering pulley, the dipstick O-ring. That's another one. It's kind of... People probably look past it, but wanted to get that done just in case. It was one of the source for my leaks, but honestly, I think it's just my engine needs to be resealed or something on the bottom. But got all the top stuff done, all the sensors, so replaced oil filter housing and gasket. So oil filter housing is this whole thing. It goes down pretty far, and then the alternator attaches to it. Hard to explain because you can't see much, but yeah, the gasket sits right into there. Like, this thing will come off. Pretty long thing, but it comes off. There's a gasket. Anyway, belt tensioner, that's another thing I had to replace. Just to get belts on, it moves the pulleys and stuff. So, M50 manifold swap. This is where it got kind of crazy. I would not have completed this without being in like a Discord full of BMW guys and just like picking their brains for information, because honestly, I was not ready for all this, but I just like jumped into it because I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna do it. A lot of drama happened, but so I just stuck my head into this car and just figured it out. If there's any questions, I can probably try to answer some in the comments, but you have to modify the fuel rail, you have to buy kits for this, you have to screw things into the bottom. Let me see if I can show y'all. There's like screws right there that you have to fill up. There's plenty of better videos. Straight 6 Racing, I think, is a good channel. Bunch of videos to explain what you'll need, and you should get pretty much everything answered. And do not forget to run that line. What is it? On the bottom? Make sure it's still here. This line right here. It runs to the bottom of the intake right there. And then it goes down to the oil filter. Fuel filter. I think it's on that side or that side, whatever. It all works together. Anyways. What else? Chase Bay's Vanos oil line. Yep, got that. I should have done the whole Vanos, but that's just me not knowing, you know. That's just me replacing random stuff, to be honest. fuel level sending unit. That does remind me. Need to check to make sure these are plugged in. They plugged in? Oh, I'm not gonna be able to tell. I think they're plugged in, but before I jump started, I kind of want to check those because I've replaced the fuel pump and the one next to it on the other side. So I finally got my gas level right. I can tell if my coolant is, getting too hot. The engine's getting too hot. What's next? Oil catch can. This was something kind of recent, like during the summer I did. Not the best job, but I needed a way to like take care of all the vapor that was getting in the engine because I don't want to drive it with just, all that stuff getting in the engine. Just get stuff oily, messes with sensors and stuff like that. Vanos needs replaced. Okay, yep. So that's the next thing on the... I think there's just one more set of things I gotta do, guys, and then this thing should just be ready, and then I'll do suspension and stuff after it's on the road again. But basically, guys, this car hasn't driven since the end of 21, beginning of 22, probably. Little story, I got the car with 111,000 miles. There's only 115K on it. Had it for about 4 years now. Maybe coming up on 5, something like that. AC condenser needs to be replaced, so that's going to be this thing. I'm really hoping it's the condenser and not the compressor right there, because that'll be really annoying, and I don't think I've ever had AC in this car. Like, it'll blow, but it's never been cold for more than like 10 minutes after putting new Freon in it, so hoping it was just the condenser that has leaks in it. I'm pretty sure I'm on the money with that. Just figuring some stuff out, I got one more set of things to do. And then this thing should drive for a while. So, what else? Did a new steering rack. Bottom of the car right there. I don't think y'all gonna see it, but new lower control arm bushings. So I did that whenever I did the steering rack. So I did have a welded diff, and I traded it out for a 3.07. Swapped to a stock 3.1 welded one for non-weld. So that's what I mean when I said I was gonna drift it. I had the diff welded, and I was way in over my head, guys. Like, I welded the diff before I did regular maintenance, stuff like that. Just kind of going backwards and stuff, just not knowing what to do, being informed on it. So NA silver coilovers, that's going to be for the suspension. It's $1,400. Hurts to even say it, but I think it'll be really worth it. It's like a divorce setup or whatever. Not that I could really explain it, but I think I might be able to. Basically, the back will just be, if I remember correctly, the back is kind of going to be like the front, where it's not like, not just a shock, it's like an actual coilover, I think is how it works, but not too sure on that. Brakes and rotors are going to need to get done. I'm pretty sure. Probably going to do that soon. After I get it on the road, it'll be done. I'll try to get it done. I don't know, I might wait on that. Maybe do one wheel at a time. That'd be kind of funny, because I want to drive this thing, guys. It's almost ready. So for spacers, I'm thinking 15 millimeter, especially with the 17 wheel. Here's my tire size, if you're curious. Pretty sure it's the same all the way around. Square setup. Where is it? Here it is. So all four are the same. Next, interior. I've also done LED bulbs everywhere. I'm not gonna be able to show you, but basically interior, I did the leg rest. Leg rest. I don't think that's the right word, but I've done those. I've done everything. I even did the trunk area. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Is that really everything? I feel like I've just been doing a lot of yapping, but let's jump into this. This is a newer edition. This is an Amazon special. I mean, for it being Amazon, it's not too bad, but it's a lot better than what I had before. I'll show y'all. Got a weighted shifter. I've had this since I've had the car pretty much. Got some random interior stuff, like kind of dirty, you know, just the normal project car stuff. I need to get a cover for this. This thing works pretty much half the time. Maybe that would be draining my battery. Anyway, it's been some crazy nightmarish stuff with the car. Also, me not knowing really how to do a car. It's like my first actual one that I've put some effort into. I mean, I've never done this stuff before, so I'd say not too bad for the last 2.5 years, just getting a little bit more serious about it. But yeah, my next plans for the car. Trying to think where I want to go, but for sure, gonna do the Vanos. Probably gonna do some numbers checking on that just to make sure I need it, but my problems right now are just the car, right now it won't crank, but usually when I can get it to start or attempt, it'll start on the third time. I'm pretty sure that has to do with Vanos. Could also be my fuel pump, but it's brand new, so just got a few more things to figure out, guys. Need to check if there's any water in the spark plugs, because that's also a pretty bad habit of this car. Water can just get in. I think I need to put the cowl back in as well, but other than that, right now, guys, the plans are just going to be alternator, Vanos, AC condenser, new front bumper with a lip on it, and then get it. Hopefully you don't need to get an inspection, but if I get it done early, I'll probably just try to get it inspected if I can get that check engine light to go away. Because I've basically just been chasing that for a few years now. Hopefully, I don't know what else I would need to do, but the Vanos hopefully solves that problem for me. If not, I'll start doing like compression checks and just after that, I don't know, you know. It should run, drive good with that check engine light no matter what, but thinking it's that Vanos, so not sure what else there is to say about this car. Need a new hood. I went over that. Once I lower it, I'm probably gonna do some more chrome wheels, you know, kind of give it some swagger, but might get it painted first. I don't know yet. From here, I think next episode is gonna be me jumping the car and then removing the cables, and then if it stays running, that means it's the should just be bad corrosion. But if it dies right away, that should mean the alternator is bad, which I'm kind of hoping, because I know it's bad since it's draining the car, but I'm hoping that a few months ago when I was messing with it and had most of the interior apart, I'm hoping me messing with the alternator kind of like killed it off all the way, and that'll explain why it just doesn't want to start right now. Like, I hear it clicking, it's just not cranking. I'll probably show y'all. Actually, probably next episode, because this is 25.5 minutes long. And get y'all some better shots. 2001 325i, guys. A little adjustment I gotta do on the regulator. If I can get it started, I'll show y'all. Just, I'm kind of a perfectionist, but It's just, some stuff bothers me, like squeaking on windows coming up. Little stuff like that bothers me. Stock headers. Don't really want to change exhaust. Might do a little muffler, like, I don't know why. I've kind of been thinking about putting some kind of exhaust on it. But I think I'm yapping at this point, so yeah, that's basically the rundown of the e46 so far. Going to pull the Honda over here real quick and then do a jump start. Probably gonna check these first, and then we will start that next video. So thank y'all for watching. Like I said, drop a like, subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. This car is almost done. Gotta get a good thumbnail for it, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the video off right here. Y'all be safe.